the wheel.
I'm trying to get it in here.
Yeah, you had one hand on the wheel and you're
Let go, let go, let go.
over there.
Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go,
Okay.
let go, let go. All right, we're live. Whether people come back or not, I don't know.
There was only one in there.
There's nobody now.
Okay. Peaceful Death. Okay, can you guys hear us now?
Can you hear me now?
Maybe. Let's see. They're back.
Yeah. Okay. We had to redo it because when somebody called me on my phone, it's connected to the truck.
Yeah.
It disconnects the sound. So that was Tony who tried to call me and tried to break up the.
He tried to break up the party.
Tried to break up the party. Yeah.
Tony, if you're on the roof, you better be careful.
He didn't think to look at his phone to see if we were live first before trying to call. That's okay, Tony. I got your number. Anyway,
Yep.
I don't even know what we were talking about before we got interrupted.
I don't know. Fisherman 506. Hey, Lee.
Yeah, I don't remember what we were talking about. Somebody in chat remembers what the last thing we talked about. Let me know, and I'll.
Talking about the beignets, and then.
Yeah. So the beignets,
No.
they were beignets. They were good. They had a good little. They were warm. They had the sugary. To me, it's like a French sopapilla. It really is. The sopapillas are hollow. Typically, Mexican sopapillas are hollow. These have like a breading inside, almost a buttery flavored.
Tony at Creekside, not Kettle Kitchen.
Not Tony Kettle, Tony Creekside.
Oh, my Instagram is under
Lisa Zimmerman Laos.
Yeah, it has a picture of me.
At Zimmerman Laos. Or at Lisa Zimmerman Laos. I don't remember. So yeah, that's what we're talking about. She was videotaping me, and I thought it was for us, but she posted it today.
Zimmerman Laos. That's my Instagram, and it's a picture of me with my blue shades on. Not these guys with the blue shades.
So she pulled a fast one on me. But that's all right. I know her number too. To the moon, Alice. To the moon.
Never.
No, all in all, we had a pretty good time. Oh, it's starting to clear up. It's starting to clear up now, so you can see. Well, the camera's a little bit blurry, but we had an excellent time. The hotel, never again.
Yeah.
I'll stay at Motel 6 before I stay there again.
Well, now we were in the French Quarter too, so, but you're paying for being in the French Quarter. But it wasn't worth what we paid for. So, but anyways, Scott and Debbie, they said the same thing too, and Danny and our friend Terry, they said the same thing too. I think they had trouble with their air conditioning.
They had air conditioning problems.
And usually you go to a motel or a hotel and there's a small refrigerator.
No.
Nothing. I had to ask for one to
keep the medicine.
Insulin.
And the other thing is, they touted that it was newly renovated, right? And when you think newly renovated, you think everything is newly
carpet.
Mainly the restrooms were newly renovated. And who puts a restroom in and doesn't put a vent fan? No vent fan, just had a light.
I guess they want you to keep the door open.
Oh my goodness, you don't do that. No. You got to have a vent fan to take the moisture out. But it was the fixture for the shower and the tub were brand new, but the knob felt like it was fixing to fall off. The sink fixture was brand new, but it wasn't even attached very tight. You could move the whole fixture around with your hand, just like. I said, what kind of?
T&J Homestead. Hey,
Teddy and Jessica, how you doing?
Dog face.
We're on the way back from New Orleans. We're headed back to Houston. But we wanted to get on here early because
MT.
Terry and Mike come on at 2:00 Central, so we didn't want to cut. We didn't want to cut into their time.
Why are you hearing an echo? Charles is in here.
Hey, Charles.
I don't know.
I don't know why you're hearing an echo.
Because mine's down.
Charles, I heard you had a pretty good turnout yesterday on your live. That's good news. I'm so happy for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had, and I hadn't had a chance to do the replay, but I will. Listen to the replay. We have been going from the time we get up to the time we go to bed. We've been going. I mean, and we Ubered almost everywhere we went because there's no way I'm going to drive around in that town. No.
Yeah, Glenda, I had to call and ask for a refrigerator.
Yeah, and they'll bring it to you. And they didn't take long to get it to us. It's like 10, 15 minutes. The fact that we had to ask for it was the thing that just kind of, especially when you're paying what we paid per night. What was it, $500 a night?
No. Hell no. Heather Langstrom, welcome in.
Hey, Heather.
Let's see. Fisherman 506, he says, Carolyn and I are going to Mardi Gras in New Orleans next month.
Oh!
Well, have your wallet in your front pocket and nothing in your back pockets.
No.
Nothing open that anybody, because they got pickpockets and...
Yeah, they got pickpockets and...
They're expecting a lot of people.
Yeah, if you're going to carry a bag, make sure you carry one of those, almost like one of those concealed handgun pocket books or whatever.
Body bags or whatever.
It goes, like a sling bag. Carry one of those around because you can keep it right in front of you.
Yeah. Even like backpacks, I wouldn't even...
Yeah, not the two-shouldered backpack.
Yeah, my personal opinion, I wouldn't even recommend a backpack because if you stop, you can't always feel somebody opening the zippers or whatever on your backpack. Especially, but you will have a good time.
When you're bumping, when it gets to a point where people are bumping, each other, getting in, you're going through crowds. It was nice. This is the time to come if you're going to come because it's before Mardi Gras, but they're all getting geared up. They already got the parade stuff.
The
grandstands ready for the judges.
They're getting decorations up.
Houses are being decorated all along the route. Now's the time to come, or wait till after Mardi Gras.
Yeah. Plus, they also have the cruise terminals there too. So there was a lot of people in town for the cruises. We met
several
couples from other countries that were on there.
From Sweden.
Homestead in the Woody says, tell Jesse he plays a mean air bass.
Yeah, right.
And Jerry Butler says he has something to ask you about lives.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, did y'all see where the drummer had our
sticker,
our channel sticker on his drum? Beat that, folks.
Yeah, Thorhaven
Beat
Farm.
that. Only in New Orleans.
Yes, he got a new hat from Scott.
Oh yeah, this is Canada
Joey
hat.
Young, welcome in. Hey, Debsy.
I'm going. If the speed limit is 60, and I'm going. Well.
Yeah, Terry and Mike from MT Homestead.
Yeah.
They do a Sunday shout-outs on Sundays at 2 p.m. Central.
2 p.m. Central.
Every Sunday.
And I do not want to encroach on their time.
And then Wednesdays at 8 o'clock Central, they have their normal Wednesday night live, their channel live.
Now, after their live is complete, and if we're still on the road, I can go back live again if we're still not home.
Oh, Fisherman 506, he goes, I know, I've been there 5 times already. Okay, so whatever we say is nothing new to you.
Yeah, and this is only for people who've never been there. If you've been there, you know what to do. But the town is gorgeous. I mean, the history, and we took we did this thing called on and off. So it's a double-decker bus, and we sit on the top deck, obviously. And
it'd been nicer on a
sunny day.
Cold,
yeah, it was cool, but it was still okay. Anyway, they tell you the history of all the important buildings and neighborhoods and the gardens area. You just learn so much with that on and off tour. They call on and off because they got like 19 stops, and you can get on.
Or you can get off
at any one of them, and you can get off at any one of them, and then hop back on because it's a 24-hour ticket.
But if you get off, you have to wait for the next bus, which is the buses run every 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Don Ray B is asking, hey, welcome in. Did you set that up with the drummer, or were you surprised
Well,
with the sticker?
I cannot tell a lie.
I know you can't.
I gave it to the drummer earlier,
Yeah.
and he put it on his drum.
Well, I noticed he had several stickers on his drum, on the bass drum, and I told Jesse he needs one of our stickers.
I just played it off as if he already had it on there. But I cannot tell a lie. No, I gave it to him ahead of time. But I didn't ask him to put it on there. I just said, hey, I want to give you one of my channel stickers, and he said, oh, okay, thanks. And I didn't tell him to put it on there. He did all that on his own. So I did go back and find it on his drums. So I wasn't lying there.
Alvin Lewis, welcome in. Jerry wants to know if he should ask you now on the chat.
Yeah, if
Well,
you want
can.
to.
I mean, it's,
only if I can answer it.
yeah. So wherever they go, I don't know if they're always only in New Orleans, but
They probably only play the restaurants.
Maybe,
They got
yeah.
a jazz band in almost every area you go eat. And I say area, not every restaurant has them, but if you look at the first night we went to Bourbon Street and we ate at a place called Bourbon House. We had 3 guys come sing at our table, and they were singing more kind of
well, it was a cappella, but it was 50s.
yeah, no, it was Motown. They sang a lot of Motown.
That's right.
And but they sang right there behind us, and I recorded that. That's either on Instagram or on YouTube. I posted the short. Instagram, I think. No.
Yeah, the banjo playing
I don't
Don
remember.
Rigby. It was
It was the one guy with the banjo.
and he was
No, the guy was.
we're talking about 2 different things.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're talking
My
about
bad.
the Bourbon House
Yeah.
where we went and ate, and the 3 guys that were serenading us.
Yeah. And he had a tambourine.
Yeah, Jesse
Yeah.
posted that little. It's a short, but he
And
doesn't remember.
I think it's on Instagram.
YouTube or Instagram. And anyway, Don Ray B was saying she liked the banjo playing just on that. That was at the Cafe
Demond.
Demond,
Mhm.
where the beignets are, and it's an open setting place, so it's kind of
It's
chilly.
all covered. It's all covered. But
But it was kind of chilly. But yeah, they.
in fact, you don't even get in line. You sit down, and they come.
Yeah.
They come to you, and they take your order. I was surprised. I figured you had to get in line, but no. The only time you get in line is if you want to do a to-go order,
to take home. Yeah.
and you get in line, and boom, take it.
But yeah, the banjo, he was right there here next to my ear, and I didn't want to be rude and put my finger up to cover my ear because
Yeah,
it was
but
loud.
it was loud, and even the bass drum was loud. But it gave you the low end. It kind of held everything up. That bass drum was thumping.
Where is the video with the drummer?
That's going to be on Instagram.
On your Instagram?
On my Instagram. On the Lazy Days Ahead Instagram.
Yeah. Now, if we, she said, I didn't think about it being loud. If we were at a different height, but the banjo part where
was
he
right
strums
right at ear
was
level.
right at ear level. So I didn't. Yeah.
And Lisa was going, "Oh no, my eardrum is about to burst."
Almost. But it was nice. We enjoyed music, and yeah, that was really nice. So, yeah, Charles says, love the guy singing while you were eating. Yeah, that was the best part, I think.
Yeah.
Food was good, but I think that the singing, it just adds to it. Makes you feel like you're in another city, not just at home in a different restaurant. So, but yeah, we had a good time with Scott.
And I got a lot of
Debbie,
videos still that I got to put
Danny
out.
and her friend Terry. It was, yeah, it was good to see Danny again too. It felt like it was with Scott and Debbie, because we see Scott so much and we talk to him so much online. It was like a little reunion.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like we just jumped right into where we left off from the other day.
Now Scott and Debbie may be on their boat already. I'm not even sure if they're in here, or if they have service. But
I haven't seen them. So
Yeah.
they're probably just getting. We know they're gonna have a good time on their cruise.
We let them off early this morning. They had to be there before 10 o'clock. 10
Yeah,
o'clock.
before 10.
So we dropped him off, and then we went to go find some
Oh,
breakfast.
there he is, rambling with the brooms. Gave
Oh.
you $2.99 super chat.
That's my boy. He's a big spender.
Yeah.
So yeah, we dropped them off a little bit before 10, and they had to go get all their stuff, and I think they got priority boarding, or paid for priority boarding, so they were on within 20-30 minutes.
Did you get your Harris coupon? D, are you talking about the Harris Casino?
No, we didn't go to the Harris. We didn't have time really. We barely had time to find the places we wanted to go eat and do the tour, and then obviously go back to the hotel.
Oh, it says D says Chapel Hart played a lot down there at the Pontchartrain Landing RV and Resort and Marina. That is where I was going to refer you to if you took your motorhome.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe at another time. We may possibly, because although I don't know that we Ubered around downtown.
Yeah, we didn't drive around much. I didn't want to drive around that town because one, you don't know the town. You can't tell a road from an alley.
Or which way it's going.
And sometimes you couldn't tell if it was a one-way right, one-way left. You really have to know the city if you're going to drive around New Orleans. And I didn't want to risk not being able. And another thing is, so Scott was limited in how long he could walk. I was limited on how long I could walk because of my sciatica. But let me tell you, when you do the Uber, they take you from door to door, or at least ours did.
It was nice.
And
hi Taylor, back with
we didn't have to walk very far at all. And I didn't want Scott or myself to fall out. Oh, this is Gonzales. We're in Gonzales, Louisiana. I love this little town. It's a very nice town, Gonzales. See if I can clean this lens. No, I was just trying to clean the lens, see if it's any better when I flip it.
He's the master.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Let's see. Okay, so Jerry says, okay, when I went live, I had a thumbnail. That was not what I wanted. So I did another thumbnail at the hall. Then as I was trying to set the phone up for the live, it just started. I don't know what I did,
Okay.
what I even did. Then it somehow went to a private. What did I do?
So first of all, did you go live with YouTube or did you go live with StreamYard?
Thank you, Don Ray B. Says, take care, everyone. Safe travels, just like that.
All right, Don. Oh, Don, are you still there?
Don Ray B.
Don Ray B. I hope you're still in there. And this guy here.
Okay, what are you going to say?
Well, I'm going to make sure she's there.
Yeah, no longer raining. Jerry says YouTube.
Okay, so remember.
Yes, she's
when
there.
When you go, Don Ray, hold on one second. When you go live with YouTube, you only have 3 seconds to do your thumbnail. And what you do is you got to do it within that 3 seconds. And there's a little window that's highlighted. And that's what picture it's going to take. Okay? Now, once it takes the picture, if you don't like it, just tap the picture again. There's a little pencil, and you can retake it as many times as you want. Once you get the picture you like or the thumbnail you like, then you hit, or you got to turn it landscape. Okay? Once you turn it landscape, once you turn the phone landscape, not like this, turn landscape, then you hit the word go live. Because if you leave it like this and hit go live, then that's the way it's going to show up on the video. Like right now, you see full frame for us, because
if you're going straight up and down, it'll be
narrow. It'll be a narrow window.
Narrow picture in the middle and then black on the sides.
Right. But yeah, you only have 3 seconds. Once you hit next, after you fill in all your information, you hit next. It's going to give you 3 seconds to take a thumbnail. But that doesn't mean you got to go with that thumbnail. You can always edit it and do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again.
Yeah. So when we first were doing it when we went to Kentucky, I took the picture and it was like the top of our heads because we were learning.
Yeah, we didn't go live. We hadn't gone live with YouTube before Kentucky.
Oh, he says, okay. So how did it go to private?
Well, you have to change it to public. That's in your settings on the description page. Whenever you put your title in, the next one I think it says public or private. It should automatically default to public.
Okay.
You just click the little down arrow right next to the word public or private, and it'll let you switch it to the opposite. But you have to do all that before you hit the go live.
Okay. Now, Don Ray B, what were you going to tell
Okay,
me?
Dawn, I just want to let you know that we're over here in New Orleans. We stopped in Kenner, Louisiana, and guess what we found? On Ollie's.
Oh, yeah. We stopped to have breakfast.
Yeah.
And then right next door.
Right next to it was a little
was
an
Ollie's.
strip center that had an Ollie's in it. So we had to stop in there and find whatever we could find. And so we found our quote unquote Ollie store.
Oh, and she says, Don Ray says, and remember to click done and save for the private/public settings. She said, Don Ray says, I can't wait until next payday.
But yeah, it was really nice. It was a nice store. I would never thought I'd find an Ollie's here.
Hello.
So we got a whole bunch more books to give away.
Hello again, Paul. How are you?
So Don, thank you for that. I watched your video. I'm glad you were able to find an Ollie's in your location.
Yeah.
And
Lila Newton, hello, Lila.
if you got to go, I understand. Thank you everybody for coming on in. We're going from New Orleans back to Houston, and now we're getting some sun. It was raining when we left New Orleans.
Yeah, just not too long ago.
And it's 55 degrees currently on the road. We're 14 miles away from Baton Rouge.
Baton. Where Jody is.
Oh man.
Wendy Benjamin.
Wendy Benjamin.
She's
How you
from
doing,
Nova
Wendy?
Scotia.
Oh,
Welcome in. Yeah, she's from Nova Scotia.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say Sweden. Oh, well, we just met some people from Sweden. And it
Yeah,
wasn't,
so there was...
Go ahead.
There's a sun? What's that? It's dreary and snowy today, Glenda says. Yeah, we got a little... It's bright. See? Ever since we got our cataracts out, of course it hurt my eyes before anyway, but it makes a difference. It's so much
Blinded
brighter.
by the light.
Dee says, got to take a call. Be right back.
All right, Dee.
Okie
Go
dokie.
take that call. So it's going to turn out to be a beautiful day now.
Yeah, we just got to make sure we're back by 6 to pick up our dog from the pet hotel.
Yeah, he had better hotel than what we had, probably. Just saying.
Scott says, spotty service till we get in our room.
Oh my,
Yeah.
spotty service. Well, I hope they wipe that stuff up, Scott.
I know. I can't wait till we go on our cruise in
Alaska.
2025.
That's going to be the bomb.
I can't
Diggity.
wait.
Bomb diggity.
I just like to travel. I mean, yeah, it's nicer on a cruise line, but bon voyage, Scott. Yeah, they probably don't. Probably I said it's 1 o'clock now, and they're probably not going to leave till like 4, I think.
Oh no, but now they can go in there and start enjoying some of the things on the ship, like
Yeah, go find
some of the food
their
places.
boat. I mean,
Go find your room.
find their room, and then go.
You're not going to get your luggage for a couple hours at least, but they'll leave it right outside your door. And in fact, I think the first day we were there on our boat, we didn't even get our luggage till that night because it was sitting in front of our door until we came back to the room that night.
I think it was most of them though.
Yeah.
Most everybody.
Most everybody, because
I mean, you got so many people on the ship.
Yeah, because you're going to get that itinerary for that day, and you can start, looking it over and.
Oh, they've already eaten. He said we've drank and eaten.
Yep, you'll do that about 150 times.
Well, Glenda, when you get there, you drop your luggage off, and then you go walk to the other building to check in, go through security and everything, and then wait to board. Yeah, you don't take your luggage with you
no.
onto the board. So whatever you're taking on board, like it needs to be in like a carry-on. Or,
Yeah, if you need a change of clothes or a change of pants or whatever, you make sure you have that with you. And if you have any medications, make sure you have it with you, because you don't want, you may not get your luggage till that night, or maybe even the next morning, depending on if your tags don't, if your tags get removed by a machine or whatever, and they can't figure out who it belongs to, then yeah, you may not get it till the next day. But
that's never happened to us.
That never happened to us.
Yeah,
Never say never.
Yeah. Charles is asking where you're at on the ship now, Scott. Or whereabouts are you? So, he says my luggage is in my room, I'm told. Okay.
That's good. There you go.
Hopefully.
Well, yeah. If you have your valet already, he's if he's that good, he'll put it in your room.
Yeah, and Glenda, the closer we get, each time, each live we have or something, we'll give out little tips and hints and
And I think everybody in here knows already what we're talking about, but
he's in the casino.
But Scott and I are trying to put together a 2025 cruise to Alaska. So we're trying to get drum up interest to see how many people want to go with us.
That's right. You can't play until you get international waters. I forgot about that. That's right.
Yeah, but we were trying to drum up interest for anybody who may want to go on the 2025 cruise to Alaska in July. And I'm not going to tell you what dates because I don't know yet.
Possibly late June, early July.
Late June, early July. But we want to make sure the kids are out of school in case there's people that want to take the kids, or maybe they need to make sure they're out of school so that they can send them off to camp or do whatever they got to do. Send them off to grandmother's house while you go on a cruise with your hubby or your spouse or your best friend, or you can take your enemy if you want to. We don't care. We're just going to try and get you a discount.
Yeah. Gather together. Hey, Jessica and Glenn.
Hey, Glenn and Jessica, you don't need to go on no cruise, Jessica and Glenn, because y'all got enough kids already. Anyway, welcome in, Glenn, by the way, and Jessica. Saw your video the other day, Jessica, the one that you were doing with the tortilla. I said, look at that. If that don't beat off, she's going to go get an electric tortilla maker. She don't want to do it the old-fashioned way like us Mexicans. No, she said she's got to be one step above, okay? I got her.
You've never done it.
She put out a video, guys, on how to make tortillas with an electronic tortilla, with an electric tortilla cooker. Just saying. But go check it out. That's Gather Together.
Paul.
Homestead.
Oh, she says it's not electric. Paul says, people, if you plan on cruising, always make sure you get a return ticket. You could be food for the sharks for the entertainment,
I don't think they'll let you on the boat without a return ticket.
I don't know if they have sharks up there.
No, but I don't think they'll let you on a boat without a return ticket. You got to have a round trip ticket.
She said they said it's just a cast iron press.
Cast iron press, yeah. The thing is when I say round trip ticket, you can't buy a passage to go on an Alaska cruise and go to Juneau, Alaska, Ketchikan, Alaska, Skagway, Alaska, and then come back to Victoria, and then not come back to Seattle, and get off one of those. I mean, you can, but that's not the way it's set up. But speaking of Skagway, those are the ports we will be going to: Juneau, Ketchikan, and Skagway. Skagway, if you go to Skagway, look on YouTube at the videos on the train ride. There's a train ride that goes all the way up in the mountains, and in fact, it goes into Canada and then back. So you can imagine going from Alaska to Canada.
Yeah, like a few minutes into Canada.
And then it turns around and comes back. But it's an awesome train ride. In fact, it's one of the old trains where your seats are faced one way when you're going up there, and then you just tilt the seat backwards the other way, and then you're facing the opposite direction.
Yeah.
It's a pretty neat ride. We saw one bear. We saw a ton of snow, ton of beautiful mountains and old mines, and it's gorgeous.
The original old wooden train track that was up around part of the mountain. that they don't use anymore, but it's
but it's still there.
It's like, wow, this was steep.
That Skagway train trip was one of the best.
Scott says they say we are full. The staff said it's normally very quiet, but since COVID, they have been full. Yeah, people are using their, because the cruise lines and everything stopped for however long. People are now starting to use them up.
Yeah, a lot of people got detained, if you will, from going.
So yeah, I would imagine that they're really, really full. So Glenda says that sounds like fun. Does the cruise give you a list of excursions when you book?
Yes. So when we book with whatever agent we go through, that cruise line will send us or let us know what excursion is going to be available for that time period. Because
it's usually all online.
For example, if you go in July, you're probably not going to go what do you call it, snow skiing or whatever, but you'll probably do something there like gold panning, or maybe go four-wheel driving,
or go to the icebergs. They have the ice.
Yeah, they'll give you everything that cruise line is going to offer as an excursion
in those ports that they stop at.
Right. Now, remember, it's been a while. We went before COVID, so last time we went went before COVID. There may be some things that have changed since COVID, so I don't know every detail yet. But I'll say this: we went on an excursion, but we went and found it ourselves. We didn't go through the through the cruise line. We found a guy on Facebook that through a friend of mine that we went with when we went on our Alaska cruise line, that took us out on a shore
fishing
trip. Yeah, so it was just us four and the guide. So we went fishing for halibut and salmon. Had a great time. And then he picked us up at the boat. He brought us back to the boat when we needed to get back. And every fish, all the fish that we caught, he had it processed and had it at our front door when we came home.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a real good deal. We paid probably half the price you would have paid if you paid for that type of excursion on the boat. The other thing is, if you do offer excursions, it's best to do it ahead of time, meaning book it online. Don't wait till you get on the boat, not because it's necessarily cheaper, but there may not be any more spots available. So, for example, we're going to go do some panning for gold, but there's only 200 slots available, and they're all full because they did it online. You get on the boat, I want to go on that gold panning. Well, there's no more slots available. Can't take any more people. So then you'll miss out on an excursion. So we did all ours online ahead of time.
Yeah. Let's see. Easton says hi. Hi, Easton.
Hey, Easton. Tell your sister Weston we said hello.
No, that's Glenn and Jessica's son.
No,
they have all boys.
I know.
And they're having another boy. Rhett.
Oh yeah, that's
R-H-E-T-T. Rhett.
Rhett. That doesn't sound nothing like Jesse Chuck.
Grace and Fire. Glenda says sure, but the info international trip cruise. Dalton Mealer, welcome in.
Well, all I can say is they didn't have. Well, I guess they did, because they didn't have that many YouTube videos. But now they have a ton of YouTube videos on all the excursions and all the ports of call. So you can do all your research about what you want to see, what you want to do, all ahead of time now that you got people out there doing YouTube videos.
And Jerry says that is what I want to do. Go fishing and they send it back home for us. I think wherever you go fishing, they know they're going to have to send it. So
yeah, you can't take it on the boat.
I think everybody has that offer, or
but just remember,
they will ship it.
If you catch, and I'm just going to throw a figure out, if you catch 400 pounds of fish, you're not going to get 400 pounds of fish shipped to you. You can only get about half of that, because after they debone it and all that kind of stuff, it's not going to be 400 pounds of fish. So just remember that. So, but we had a huge, like the size of a half of an igloo that was insulated with what is that? Dry ice. The dry ice.
Well, we got halibut. We went halibut fishing, and we got some halibut and some king salmon.
It was king salmon, yeah, king salmon.
Our halibuts were.
They were pretty
See, they're
No.
not mattresses size.
They're pretty big, but they weren't the big mattress size.
They're like maybe 3 feet.
Yeah.
Was the biggest one, I think.
But we had a blast catching these fish.
Fun.
Yeah. And you know, Lisa, she was out there trying to outfish everybody. Well, if you don't know Lisa, Lisa will try to outfish everybody. And if you catch a big one, we ain't leaving until she catches a bigger one.
Well, yeah, I'll try. So Jerry says, so that means I need to catch 800 pounds.
If you want 400 pounds of fish.
Yeah. Although it's going to cost you to ship it too. So don't think that they will ship it for free.
No, they're not. You're going to pay for that too.
Yeah, you pay for shipping. Yeah, you'll tell them when, because see, we flew out of Seattle, so we went to, did we go see my mom after that?
Well,
I think so.
Yeah, because remember, Mick and Jill, they drove up there, picked us up, and we drove back to
So yeah, we
Roseburg.
drove back to Roseburg, where I'm from, and visited with my family there. And then so we have to tell them a date that we want it, that we'll be there at the house to receive that package.
All right, guys, we're going over this old bridge.
Oh, Lila says, I sure can't wait to get that used sticker. I want to use it in my coffee. Yeah, I'll be, Lila, when I get the tracking number, I'll send it to you in the email. That way you can keep an eye on it.
See if we can try and get close on the right-hand side here.
Port of Baton Rouge.
Yeah, Port of Baton Rouge.
This is the Mississippi River.
The mighty Mississippi. If I can turn it even more.
Big river.
As far as I can turn it for now without... It's too tight. I got it too tight. But I didn't want them to see. Oh, this is an exit lane only. I'm going to get over. Otherwise, I'm going to be going to the port.
Parish line. Yeah. Tina Ladybug. Hello.
Hey, Tina, how you doing? We're on our way back from New Orleans, going to Houston, Texas.
I miss some.
And just trying to telling you guys about what's going on. Anyway, the 2023 July, it's still a little bit brisk, even in Alaska. So don't think you're going to be out there skinny dipping.
Yeah, we didn't win the
we were still seeing
Powerball.
We were still seeing icebergs.
We tried, but we didn't win the Powerball yet. I need to look and see if anybody won it. Charles wants to know if you took a video of the World War II museum.
I did. I took a lot of video. I'm hoping I can post it and not get a copyright, but we'll see. They didn't say, and I did ask when I walked in there. I said, "Are we allowed to videotape and take pictures?" And they said, "Oh, by all means."
Wow, nobody won the Powerball. It's up to 502 million.
Oh, then it's meant to be for me.
Wow. The next one is 123.
123, which
That's
is tomorrow.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to buy my ticket. Just saying.
Yeah, and the Mega Millions is 31 million. But
so, get back to the trip. If you're interested in going on this trip with us to Alaska, we're giving you plenty of time to save. 2025 July. Please send Scott or myself or both of us an email stating that you're interested in going.
Heck yeah, Glenda. If we win, we'll yeah.
If I win the 500 million, I'll pay for everybody's trip, and I'll guarantee that.
That'll be fun. Scott's on the Mississippi.
Yeah, he's on the Mississippi. But yeah, we win the Powerball. I'll pay for everybody's trip that's interested in going. If you're not interested in going, I'm not paying for your trip. Sorry. Ain't gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Lila said Charles did a great job on his first live. Devil Dog was a wonderful help to him.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad he was there.
Yeah, I'm glad Devil Dog was there, and he's a military guy too. So and that's Fallen Arkansas. He's in support of the military. So I'm glad I couldn't be there. I helped him set up everything as best I could, and I said, you know what? The only way you're gonna swim is if I throw you in the water. And I threw him in the water, and I said, you just got to paddle them arms, Bubba.
Yeah, Paul.
You paddle or you sink.
If we win, yeah, we'll pay for you to come across.
Yeah, Paul. Especially you, Paul. Yeah. If I win that Powerball, you're coming from the UK.
You got to have a passport.
Yeah, you got to have a passport. Now, I might even throw in first class. For you and a friend, if you want to bring a friend. But I got to win the Powerball. That's the only way, Paul. Gotta win the Powerball.
Charles says you did a great job for me, Jesse. Thank you. You're very welcome. Now, when we were in the World War II Museum, the movie they showed, the video that was almost an hour long, we could not take pictures in there.
No, they would not let us have video or pictures of the actual video that was being played.
But the seats is like, they're like theater seats, and you sit back, and it's this big old theater going from one side to the other, the screen, and then when the bombs and the shells and stuff, your seat just rumbles and moves.
When the tanks were rolling over the hills,
yeah, we get run
the
over
seats
by
were
tanks.
rumbling. It felt like you were in the tank riding, and it was. And then if you ever saw Saving Private Ryan, how the bullets were whizzing by, well, it was the same way. They had the sound, the light flashing, and it was pretty intense.
Very sobering, but very. It's just, it's stuff that you can't imagine that people went through.
Right.
You can't imagine it now. I can't. My dad was in World War II. I cannot imagine. He wasn't necessarily in the fighting area, but in the latter part of when he was in the service, he was a nurse. So, but he did. Now he went to Guam, and he helped set up the very first nursing station, or the, I don't know what you call it.
MASH.
Emergency or surgical
like the MASH.
area there. So in Guam.
Like
so
the MASH tents.
Yeah, he was there and helped set up that area there. And they had Japanese prisoners and stuff like that. But,
Yeah. And Scott had an uncle that was over there, and he had some stories to tell about that, but I'll leave that for him. But yeah, there was a lot of people there. It was, I won't say it was packed, but they had quite a few people. Boy Scouts were there. They had a bunch of tour groups that were there. I mean, this was like 5 city block, what do you call it?
We do play. So when we get home, I got tickets, Louisiana tickets I need to turn in before we get across the border. But,
yes. So, what was I saying? Oh, they had like 5 blocks worth of buildings to look at. I mean, these are where one building was big enough to hold planes. You had a bunch of planes hanging from the ceiling, and tanks.
A couple of tanks in there. And
armament and missiles, bombs, all kind of stuff. I mean, not live, but real time. The size was actual size. It was wild. If you ever get to New Orleans, you got to go check out the World War II museums.
Yeah, and it's huge. It's like 3 different buildings. But yeah, we didn't get to see all of it, but it is huge. Lila Newton says, "Sorry, Jesse, I'm winning. From my mouth to God's ears." She's winning the Powerball. Tropical Buzz is in here. That's Nora.
Well, Lila, I hope you're not like that one lady that was praying to God, saying, "God, please let me win. God, please let me win." And she didn't win. And the next Powerball came up. "Oh, God, please let me win." She didn't win. And then the next Powerball came up. "God, I need to win. Please let me win. I need to win." And then she heard a voice from above said, "Buy a ticket." You gotta buy a ticket if you want to win.
Glenda says, "I have a great uncle buried in the same cemetery as Pat."
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah. National Cemetery, yeah.
Yes.
Dark 30's in here.
And he was great in many ways. In more ways than one. Hey, Dark 30, you said?
Yeah, Dark 30. Paul says your dad may have known Desmond Doss.
Desmond Doss?
Probably not, because he wasn't over. He never went to, was it France? Italy, France, Germany.
Yeah,
he never went over there when he was in the service. I think Guam, Okinawa.
He was in on the Asian side, like in Guam, Okinawa, Saipan, all those places.
Taiwan.
Yeah.
One of my.
He wasn't in the German side.
One of my brothers was born in Okinawa.
Right.
So. but still, and we have coins and stuff that, and actually he found a lot of seashells that my mom separated out for us kids last time we were there. It was pretty neat. Let's see. Nora says, nice hat, Jesse.
It's a nice hat, eh? I got this from Scott Ramlin in the Rooms, eh?
Yes, it's a mess garden. It says 70 degrees in Houston. Headed to my garden shortly. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Yeah.
Well, thank you for kindly dropping in, that is, folks. Y'all come back now.
Jerry says the eating soup tastes so good with it being so cold here now.
Yeah, it's up to 60 now, with the sun coming up.
Paul says Desmond Doss was in Guam and the Japanese side, not Europe. Okay, well, I need to read up on that then, and then ask my mom, because we're gonna cross our fingers. Hopefully, visit my mom in February. We're gonna drive up there for my big birthday and celebrate it with my mother.
I don't know what the big deal is about turning 30, but you know, hey.
29. It's the 31st anniversary of my 29th
Okay,
birthday.
I can't see what the big deal is about turning 31 either. But she thinks it's a big number, 31. I wish I was turning 31. Let's see what traffic I got here, folks. Is everybody going to Houston? What's the deal here?
Yeah, he was the first conscientious collaborator to win the Medal of Honor as a medic. Yeah, and you know, we actually saw the movie
Hacksaw Ridge?
Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah. Was it Hacksaw Ridge?
I think so.
Or was it another ridge? It's the one with Desmond Doss.
Yeah, but I think it was Hacksaw Ridge. Anyway, it was a good movie. I really enjoyed it.
That was an awesome movie.
The party is going to Houston, Jesse. Life with Belinda and Chuck. Hey.
I see that. Hey, Chuck.
Good afternoon.
Chuck, guess what? I hate to take you the bad news, but
Tamara Brown
Glenn and
says-
Jessica have already named their little boy Rhett.
Rhett. Yeah, no Chucky.
No Chucky Jesse or no Jesse Chuck. No Jesse Chuck. Or
Yeah, Hacksaw Ridge was made in his honor. That's what we thought. But yeah, it was a good movie. But yeah, I'll have to see the time, what time he was there, and if it was around the same time.
just let me know, Chuck. You can always call me. We can consult each other. I know you tore up about it. Pretty tore up. So am I, Chuck.
Tamara Brown says today's lunch menu: chicken salad sandwiches on toast, tomato, a tall glass of sassafras tea.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That sounds good.
But don't get sassafras with me. You hear me?
You're so bad.
I can't stand it. My wife gets sassafras with me. I have to straighten her out.
Oh, he says, will always be Jesse Chuck to me.
I would even settle for JC. If you called him JC, and that could be from Jesse Chuck, it could stand for Jesus Christ. It could stand for a lot of things, but JC would be a good nickname for him. You can call him Red all you want. Red, JC. What's her last name? Glenn Messick.
Messick.
Yeah, Red JC Messick. Nickname JC. For Jesse Chuck. Hey, y'all heard it here, folks. I ain't playing. I'm serious. We were seriously hoping that Jessica would name this boy after us. But we were the ones to give him the idea. In fact, we were the ones that told him, y'all need to go on vacation. You ain't got enough kids. Y'all need to go turn the cable off. You don't need cable. You need a little girl. Well, it didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work out this time. But
Apparently, yeah.
Little boy's gonna be just as loved, spoiled.
Apparently,
just as welcome.
Glenn hadn't been reading enough Vogue or enough women's magazine. You've been reading all them hunting magazines and chewing on beef jerky, and that's why you had another boy. Yeah, if you kind of leaned on the feminine side, embraced your feminine side a little bit, maybe you would have had a girl. Just saying there.
Exactly, Paul.
Just saying there, Glenn.
But you know, I can just give him the look,
I may not always be right, but I'm never wrong.
He can feel me looking at him, and when I give him the look.
That's right.
Kind of like my dad did with us kids. He just snapped his fingers and pointed at us, and we straightened up.
Oh, it's back down to 59. You're down below 60 again.
Paul says, I need to pack one of my husband attitude adjusters for traveling, then see how often he threatens our sweet
No, she won't.
Lisa.
She won't do nothing. She knows better than that. I rule the roost in this. I rule the roost in this truck, because she told me I could.
And he crows a lot too. Chuck says we still can work on Lydia from Sweet King Garden about the name of theirs.
Yep.
Oh, Little Ridge Farm is in here. Hello.
Hey, Mark, what's going on, guy? We're on our way back from New Orleans. We're heading back to Houston.
New Orleans.
Yep. Go check out our Instagram videos if y'all want to see some of our a taste of what we had to play with.
If you
Lazy
want to
days
see
ahead.
how Jessie does Louis Armstrong.
Now that one she posted this morning. I didn't know she was gonna do that. She pulled a fast one on me, and to the moon, Alice. I didn't know she was gonna. I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was a video just for us. You know how you take a video and you're going it just for the family. I didn't know she was gonna send it to the whole World Wide Web. So.
It's a good one though. It's nothing bad.
That's all right.
Even my mom says Jessie fits right in.
I'm telling you, man. She snuck up on me. Pulled a fast one.
Yeah, just got the notification for MT Homesteads. Yeah, we'll be off.
But we'll get off
before.
in time for you guys to go visit MT. Tell them we said ho. Tell them we're on the road. We might be able to listen in, but I mean, obviously I can't type.
Hound of Goshen. About time for us to pull over and get some vittles, ain't it?
Yeah, we can
almost yeah.
time. By the time MT is live, I'm gonna have to pull over and get me something to eat.
And yeah, because I gotta go to the restaurant too.
Yeah, we'll take a potty break. But we got 30 minutes. What are we? We're 1:32. Yeah, we got 28 minutes. Of course, we'll stop before then, so you guys got to take a potty break. You can go take a potty break or a bio break, whatever you want to call it. But no, we really enjoy you guys riding along with us. I know it's Sunday.
I'm hungry. Let's eat.
I got to get back in time to watch my boys play football tonight.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I gotta watch Joe's Garden State Gardeners.
Oh yeah, the
Sunday Fun Day.
Sunday Fun Day
Registration video. I need to do that so I can.
Yep, get that extra slot.
Jerry says he's in the back seat again. He's in the back seat.
Oh yeah. You know what? Speaking of back seat, we got some stuff in the back seat. I want to give something away, Lisa. You mean reach back there and just do like a whatever I grab?
You want a book? You mean a book?
Yeah, like a book. We bought some books. We went to Ollie's, guys. I don't know if you guys know what that store is.
We found one next door to where we ate.
There's a store called Ollie's, and it's a discount store. So, for example, let me show you the road. Touched it twice. We're over swampland, folks. We're over the swamp. Look at the road, guys. It's all pillars. Nothing but pillars. And so anyway, so we found an Ollie's.
Okay.
And Ollie's is a discount store. So for example, we
like the books they have.
we find stuff, like the books are brand new
They
books.
just have so many.
And if you find a book, you're not going to pay retail. Golly, this thing touchy. All right. So how many's in the chat? Anybody? Can anybody? Wait, any moderators in the chat?
I got 23. Yeah,
I think Paul's in there still, right?
Paul and Glenda and.
I'm gonna need Glenda or Paul or somebody to kind of help keep track of the number. Make sure you're on live chat and that you're at the very end, so you're up with us, because we may give one or two things away right now. You know us. I'm feeling it, folks.
Beth Cornett. Hello, Beth.
Hey, Beth. I feel sorry for Dawn Ray B. She says she's never won. She's never won on a Lazy Days Ahead giveaway. So So she had to
Amber
leave.
Brown says, Dad, I gotta go. Dad, I gotta go to the nearest Texaco. LOL. I know.
To go get your ticket.
If you,
Y'all need to get your ticket for the Powerball because Lila says she's gonna win it. Y'all gonna have to prove her wrong.
Pure Okie says, eating but listening. Howdy, Jesse and Lisa.
Hey Marie, how you doing? I'm at Pure Okie. It's JB. I'm sorry. I was thinking the
Okie
Homestead. Yeah.
Butler Family Farm says, watch out for the swamp gas.
Yeah, there's been a lot of it.
Paul says, you mean the farts, LOL. Yeah. I never won. I used a sticker, says Beth.
Well, we might even get one of those, but we only got a few minutes, guys. So how many's in the chat?
25 now.
25. Okay, I need a number, and the only I can do is Lisa can write a number down. I can't do the giveaway tool, but she's got to get her little notebook.
My little rooster notebook.
And she'll write down a number between the numbers of 1 and let's say 50. 1 and 50. She's gonna write the number in the book. I'll hold the book so you can see we ain't changing it. So she's gonna write that magic number down, 1 and 50. The person who either gets it or gets closest to it without going over. So if the number was 25 and you guessed 26 and somebody else guessed 23, the 23 would get it because he's closer to it without going over.
Okay.
All right, so she wrote it down in the book. So 1 to 50. 0 is not an option. 1 to 50. And this is. Oh, let me show them what they're winning, Lisa.
Oh.
So Lisa's going to show you what you're winning.
You want the price on it? I guess it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. We didn't pay that much for it.
Best of Country Cooking. It's a cookbook. And it's our kind of book. And it's got pictures.
It's got tons of pictures, recipes. Best of Country Cooking.
Yeah, we should have done that first before you get the number, but I've already seen the number.
That's okay.
So
we already saw the number? Okay,
yeah.
So who won it?
So the number was 36. Can you see it?
Number 36. Whoever had number 36 is the winner.
I think that was Old Man King Homestead.
Well, that's Beverly.
Yes.
Peter.
Old Man King Homestead.
All right, Glenda
Peter,
or one of the mods, make sure he was the first one, and then somebody before him did hit do 36.
Number was 36. Yep, Old Man King. All right.
Congratulations,
Peter.
He's a second time or third time winner.
Well, I'm different.
You just never know if you're going to win something, folks. That's why you always got to be out here lazy days ahead.
I think almost everybody's won something because I have everybody's address so far.
Yeah, Peter, I think we have your address.
I don't.
So you don't have.
Do.
No, I think we have Peter's, right?
I do. Yes.
Okay. Look at all this traffic, man. Everybody must be going back to Houston.
Right.
Houston.
Cool. All right.
We're going back.
275 plus recipes for the best ever down home comfort.
Yeah, you can't beat that. Country cooking. Congratulations, old Peter. You won lucky New Yorker. Get a rope. That's from a commercial, okay? A Pace Picante commercial.
Pace Picante, yeah.
That's what get a rope means. New York City. Anyway, so we got, let's see. Actually, we got 3 hours and 16 minutes left before we hit Houston. And that may go up with this traffic. We should get home by 4:55. I mean, exactly 1 hour before.
Oh, you're up to 30 now. Rebecca touched my yarn.
Yeah, well, we're going to give something away here in a few minutes.
You're making another book. So anyway, Peter, this is
what you want.
Your book.
Congratulations, hard book.
It's a hardback
cover.
Hardback book.
And we'll send that to you in the next couple of days. Appreciate you coming to our live.
Yeah.
and Lisa's gonna reach back there and find something else.
All right, let me see.
Hold on, let me show the road here while you're reaching back there. That way they don't see what you're gonna get.
Well, they're gonna see. Oh, no, that one was from my mom.
That's your mom.
That's from my mom.
Truck stopped here.
Wouldn't you know?
Yeah. So the thing we like about this is Whiskey Bay channel. We're crossing over right here. The reason we like books is because we think that everybody ought to start building up their book their book collection for the times when we don't have the internet, or the times when you don't have the ability to research something online, because you just never know. So we try to find prepping books, stuff on how-tos, repair, things that help you understand what you need to do to prepare for certain events, like hurricanes, tornadoes, all that kind of stuff. How to do a splint on somebody if they hurt their leg or whatever. You know what I'm talking about, just prepping books. Not to say that I'm trying to scare people, but you ought to have a library of hardback or paper cover books. Yeah.
Just books. It doesn't matter what, hardback or whatever.
Just in case.
Yeah. Old Man King says, am I still eligible for the $1 million grand prize? LOL. Yeah, if we had that much to give, yes. Okay, so this is the next. They know we got it at Ollie's. These are books that we got at Ollie's. Brand new.
That was a thick book too. That's like an inch and a half. No, about an inch thick.
This is a prepping book too.
Yep.
And we didn't. Yeah, this is the only book that they had there. This one in the store, because I looked for other ones, because I think this is a.
Oh, so y'all are getting exclusive. Those who riding with us right now are getting exclusive because there was only one. Now we'll have to look at ours.
Because I looked for another one, because I really think this is excellent. It doesn't matter if you're married or not, or.
But
it says woman on it, but
show them why.
It says woman-powered farm.
A woman-powered farm. So that would be Don Ray B. Don Ray B is an excellent example of a woman-powered farm.
But on the back it says, if you're a woman searching for a more self-sufficient life, whether your goal is to ride a tractor or simply grow some of your own food, this book is for you. Do you, and it's asking, do you watch the women at farmers market and think, I want to do that? Or need help navigating the tools and techniques of farm life? Or want to pursue a summer farm internship? Or consider moving your family to a more agricultural lifestyle? Or live in a city but want to farm too? So this is written by a woman farmer.
So this is right up Linda's alley.
Yeah. A woman-powered farm speaks to all of these questions and more. Like a good neighbor, it offers practical tips and advice in a conversational, approachable way. Here are recommendations for specific women-friendly tools and resources, and step-by-step photographic instructions demonstrated by a woman for everything from chopping wood to fixing a flat tire. Whether you're just dreaming about a low-tech life, or actively pursuing one, you'll find something to love in this book. I was just reading what's on the back. But anyway, yeah, it has all kinds of illustrations,
pictures.
Instructions, walk behind tiller, a walk behind tractor, step-by-step instructions for operating a chainsaw.
Yep.
Cutting down trees and limbs. This is an awesome book.
Yep. So anyway, so one lucky winner is going to win
Yeah.
this. So we got a few minutes left. We got
It
15
also
minutes.
has, you know, seeds, gardening and stuff. And then chickens too. It's got stuff in there. This is an awesome book. I wish they'd had more of it.
Yeah.
But we only found one. So,
Here. All right, folks.
so you need a number?
We need a number.
All right, let me see.
And it won't be 36.
Yes. Got 25 in the chat.
Yes, we'll do the same thing. 1 to 50. Closest to the. There's the water. We're coming. You can see the water there ahead. We're showing you we're over swamp water. So
1 to 50?
yeah, 1 to 50. Closest to it without going over, or whoever lands on it first. All right. I don't even know what the number is. She wrote it in this little book here.
Okay, let's see. Let me
She
go
wrote it
back.
in the book here. 1 to 50. 1 to 50. Without going over, closest to it. Or on the number.
No, keep guessing.
Sorry, I can't read the chat. Lisa's looking at it.
E3 Farmstead. Hey, welcome in.
Hey, Chris, what's going on? Long time no hear.
No, keep guessing.
Oh,
I don't see it yet.
first person that gets it on the nose or closest to it without going over is going to be the new woman-powered farm book. Woman-powered farm book.
Nope, not yet. Oh, Glenda.
Glenda got it?
The number was 40.
Oh, here. Show her the number right here while I got it open. Right here.
I think yeah. Number was 40, so the first one I saw was Paul, was 31. That's the third one in there.
There you go. There it is. 40. Well, Glenda, that's right up your alley. Yep.
That's cool.
That's woman. I'll tell you what, that Glenda, her husband, they might the most luckiest folks I know. You guys, Glenda, you better go buy your lottery ticket. $500 million.
Yeah, it was Glenda.
There you go. There's your proud owner of this 1-inch thick farm book.
Cool. Woohoo!
Congratulations. All right, folks. So we're going to go ahead and drop off.
Yeah, we're gonna look at our other our ollies next to us, see if we can find some more of those.
If we happen to get back on after MT's over with, then maybe we'll give something else away. But we
No
do want
promises.
to. Yeah, no promises. We do want to thank everyone that supported us this morning and helping us go through this drive. And we really, 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 really appreciate y'all. Thank you for all the support you've shown us.
Yes.
And we just love giving stuff away to you folks.
We did, Chris. We had a good time with Scott.
Yes.
And his wife Debbie and Danny and her friend Terry.
And his wife Debbie is she is a hoot. She is a lot of fun. I mean, I don't understand why she's not doing more YouTube, because she needs to be.
But yeah, she's
doesn't-
fun. And
she's
busy,
fun.
Busy.
Yeah. But anyway, and then we had Terry that we met for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Terry was awesome. Very smart guy. This guy here has got a good head on his shoulders.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's level-headed. He's just well-mannered, well-natured. He's a great friend. And then we had Danny there. Danny, y'all know Danny Days. It was Danny Days Homestead. Now she's Danny Days Ahead. I was so happy to see her again. She's Mod daughter. Mm-hmm.
Mod daughter number 1.
She calls us Mod Mama, Mod Papa. But anyway, I'm glad to see her. And she, I can't remember. Did she bring him or he brought her? I can't remember. I think she brought
him because she drove.
Okay.
But anyway,
Anyway, but they both came as
they're an item.
friends, and
Yeah, they're an item.
and we had a blast with them.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Of course, they went out one night that we couldn't go out because I was just wore out. But anyway, they're younger; they can handle it. Not me.
Okay.
Anyway, so thanks everybody once again for coming out. And just remember this: I may not always be right, but I'm never wrong.
All right. We love you guys.
Bye bye. Can't see. I can't.